To thank WHO for its leading role and coordination in the global COVID-19 pandemic's response. We also express our deepest appreciation for the work and dedication of medical staff around the world. In this difficult time, you stood up to the challenge. Poland participates in the global efforts to combat the pandemics. We take part in the WHO Solidarity Trial. We have also sent our medical teams to other countries to support the fight against COVID-19. Moreover, Polish government has pledged funds contributing to ACT Accelerator. Last but not least, a drug produced by a Polish pharmaceutical company is registered as an element of supportive therapy for coronavirus infections. The global goal for the coming future is to find an effective drug and vaccine against COVID-19. We must make sure that both the drug and the vaccine will be equally accessible and affordable so that no one is left behind. Transition phase is ahead of us. We need to plan it very consciously and carefully to respond to the challenges ahead of us in the best possible manner. We are witnessing history, but we are also the ones who make it. Only by uniting our efforts we can combat COVID-19 pandemics. We declare our full commitment in the fight against the new coronavirus, and we ask the whole international community to unite its efforts in the spirit of solidarity and trust. Thank you.
On behalf of the Eastern Mediterranean, I understand Congo is back. Congo.
President of the 73rd World Health Assembly, distinguished delegates, Director General, ladies and gentlemen, the Republic of Congo has the honor of making this statement on behalf of the African group members of the WHO at this 73rd session of the World Health Assembly, which is taking place for the first time in its history in virtual mode as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The world has been struggling with this pandemic, which is putting the resilience of our healthcare systems to the test. All of the healthcare workers in our respective countries are fighting as hard as they can to combat the pandemic. We wish to thank the World Health Organization for its leadership in this response, and we pay tribute to all healthcare workers all over the world for their sterling work. Madam President, COVID-19 poses a serious threat to the health of people in the African continent. We have been struggling with fragile healthcare systems for many years, and African countries believe that it is vital that concerted efforts take place between the national and international levels to combat the pandemic. Therefore, we need to stress coordination and cooperation in our efforts. That's why the African group has set up a group of experts from the African CDC and a coordinating committee at ministerial level. It's also created a COVID-19 response fund, and we thank all African ministers for their involvement in these efforts. Our common strategy to fight COVID-19 is focusing on reducing transmission and trying to mitigate the socioeconomic impact. The African CDC, with its regional collaborating centers, continue to support the member states of the African Union in their efforts to respond to the pandemic. And we also have been enjoying the support of WHO and all of our other partners. Madam President, the African region also realizes that we need to continue with our efforts to promote primary health care, to step up WHA, and to try to attain the highest possible level of health and well-being for all. And we encourage all countries to strengthen their healthcare systems in order to try to achieve the SDGs by 2030. Yes. As we continue with the global effort to vaccinate and to attain our healthcare goals.